Hello students and parents, today's topic is about graphs, and under graphs we are going to see how to convert our position time graph to velocity time graph. And then similarly we'll see how to convert the velocity time graph to acceleration time graph. So let us start. We had seen the graph earlier for displacement time graph, xt graph. We have seen a graph something like this. This was our xt graph, time in seconds and x in meters, right? So now we are going to convert this graph into a velocity time graph. This is a velocity and this is time in seconds. We have seen earlier in the previous video, we have seen, if you have not watched it, please see the previous video on graphs for displacement time. Okay, how to read the displacement time and get average velocity and instantaneous velocity with respect to xt time graph. We have seen it in the previous video. So now from the previous video, we have noticed that this is a straight line. This is a horizontal. If I draw a tangent, to the lower portion of the graph or the topmost portion of the graph, the tangent comes to be parallel to the x-axis. The tangent comes up to be parallel to the x-axis. So we know here that dx by dt is equal to 0, means velocity is 0. Here also, dx by dt is equal to 0, means velocity is 0. Here we have seen that it was a straight line. If I draw a tangent connecting these two points, it turns out to be a straight line. That means every point between these 2 points is going to have the same slope. It's going to be the same slope. That means velocity is constant. Why? Because dx by dt is a constant. Dx by dt would turn out to be 0, right? Because velocity is constant. Okay. So sorry, it won't be 0, right? That means there will be a change. There will be a constant velocity. It will be some value. It will not be 0, but it will be some constant value. It will be a constant basically. So now we can see at the curves. At the curve, if I plot the curve here like this, if I plot a curve like this, and if I draw the tangents now, as I go up the curve, the slope is increasing. Right? The slope is increasing. That means velocity is increasing. And here we have seen, when we saw here, the curve was like this. That time velocity is decreasing. So now we can plot on the velocity time graph. Excuse me. So this is at the starting point. At the starting point, velocity is 0. That means we plot from here to here as 0 on the velocity time graph. Velocity is 0. Here as well, if I draw on the velocity time graph, I'll get it 0 at this particular point. Now from here to here, it has to be a constant. It has to be a constant. Means it has to take a value other than 0. Other than 0, there will be a particular value. Because if I draw a tangent here, then this theta will have a value, right? If this is delta x and this is delta t, then theta will take delta x by delta t. It will have a constant. Okay, delta x by delta t will be a constant. So this constant value, let's imagine it's some particular value. So it will be a constant velocity. It is some value. It is some velocity, it is some value on the velocity graph, on the velocity time, on the velocity axis. So, but it's of constant value. That means it is not changing. It's the same value, right? Same value is stored as a straight line. Here at the beginning, the value is changing. It is increasing. So I can say the velocity is increasing, and at the end, at the curved end, velocity is decreasing. So this is my velocity time graph. So now the same thing. If I want to now convert this into an acceleration time graph, what do we know of acceleration? Acceleration is change in velocity by change in time, or delta v by delta t. Right? This is for the instantaneous velocity. This is for the this is for the instantaneous acceleration. This is for the average acceleration. Similarly, for velocity, dx by dt is the instantaneous, and delta x by delta t is the average. Always remember this particular formula. Okay, now when average, when velocity is zero, what does it mean? It means that dv by dt is actually zero. Can I write this? From here, I can imply that velocity is zero. So dv by dt of velocity will turn out to be zero. Here as well, dv by dt will turn out to be zero. Now here, when it is constant at this particular the plateau up, what will be the velocity? It will be some value, right? Velocity is a constant, and constant is a number. Let us say in this particular case the number is let's assume any number, let's say 10. So dv by dt of a constant is 0. That means acceleration here also there is no acceleration. Now here at these 2 points, here dv by dt, there will be a change. That means acceleration, what's happening to acceleration? Velocity is increasing, that means acceleration also will increase. Here as well, acceleration is decreasing. So now if we have to plot for the first part, when at the first part acceleration is 0, right? This is the first part. In the last part, acceleration is 0 2. Here acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0. The mid path, when the plateau is there, acceleration is 0, right? At this point. So I'll just draw, I'll take the point here. This is this particular point, and this point here is this point, and this point here is this point. Okay. So now, then the next part, coming to the next part, velocity is increasing means acceleration is, when velocity is increasing, what does it mean? When velocity is increasing, then acceleration is increasing. With positive acceleration. When velocity is decreasing, it is negative acceleration. Right? And why did I show it as a straight line? Why did I show it as a straight line? If you draw a tangent on this particular line, if you draw a tangent on this particular line, you will see that the slope is not changing. When the slope is not changing, it means that dv by dt is a constant. It is some value, right? It's a constant value. That's why I plotted it as a constant, and it is positive. That because velocity is increasing. Velocity is increasing means dv by dt will come out to be positive. That's why I shown it on the above the x-axis, and actually below the x-axis, because this slope here we know from the line itself it's an obtuse slope. That's why it's going to be a negative. Is going to be a negative slope, right? dv by dt is going to be negative, but yet because all the points on this particular line is a straight line and the tangent is same across all the points, that is why it's going to be a constant velocity. Hence I drew a constant velocity as constant acceleration. I hope this is clear. Let me clear this and let me try explaining it one by one below each other. Okay, let me try to do that. Thus that the image will appear a little smaller. I had this graph here, so let us take this as a summary also. Summary of conversion. Okay, this is the xt time graph. This is the xt time graph, and then we'll plot the velocity time graph, and then we'll plot acceleration time graph. Okay, here at this particular point, dx by dt is 0. It means that velocity is 0. At this particular point, it's a horizontal. That's why dx by dt is 0. So velocity is 0. At this point, approximately from here to here, it's a straight line. If I draw a tangent here, it's a straight line. So if I want to find the slope of this particular tangent, that is going to give me the average velocity along this point and the same line, right? So delta x by delta t is a constant because it's the same line, right? Between these 2 points, it's a constant velocity. The velocity is constant. It will take some value. And here at this curve, at this curve, at this curve, velocity is increasing because theta is increasing. Because theta is increasing, slope will increase. That means that dx by dt is also increasing. Okay. So here it is reversed. Here slope dx by dt is decreasing. So velocity is also decreasing. So now I'll plot this on the velocity time graph. On the velocity time graph, this is 0. So I plot this as 0 here. Right? Here velocity is equal to 0. Here as well, at this point here, velocity is 0. When velocity is 0, obviously acceleration also will be 0. I can say acceleration is also 0. I can say acceleration is also 0. Now when velocity is constant, when displacement is constant, right? dx by dt, displacement by time graph, dx by dt gives you the velocity. So dx by dt is going to be a constant. When I say constant, it will take some particular value. It will be some constant number. So that is why I can say from here to here, velocity is constant. Means we will take some value. It will be a top. But dv by dt of a constant, if velocity is constant, then it implies that dv by dt, which is acceleration, is equal to 0. That's why you will plot acceleration here. Here acceleration is 0. All right. So now here velocity is increasing. So I will plot it increasing. Here velocity is decreasing. So I will plot it decreasing. Now I know if I draw a line here, if I draw tangent here, if I draw tangent here, this tangent, this tangent will give me dv by dt. It will be a, it will be same, right? And because it is same, it's a constant. All the points along the, along this tangent is a constant, and we know from the angle of this particular slope is actually going to be positive slope, right? This is going to be a positive slope because it's an acute angle. And the other line here, if I draw another line here, then this line here, dv by dt, is again going to be a constant, because all the points on this particular line, all the points on this particular line is going to have the same slope. So this will be a negative because it's an obtuse angle. So now we can say that on this line, acceleration is a constant, positive acceleration constant, and here acceleration is going to be negative. So this is a summary of conversion of x time graph into velocity time graph and velocity time graph to acceleration time graph, or you can say x time graph directly to acceleration by using velocity. With this, we summarize for graph for conversions of xt to vt and vt to at. So please like, share and subscribe, and I see you in my next session. Stay tuned on. Bye.